Hello and welcome back to SnowRunner, y'all. This is the 2010 F19 Enforcer, aka the definitely not a 2010 Chevy Silverado 3500 HD Duramax. Definitely not whatsoever, by any means, in any way, any shape, or any form. Anyway, all comedy aside, this is a 100% console-friendly, basically Silverado 3500 HD Duramax, and we're going to be showing you guys around it today, going through all the customization options, and then we're going to be taking it out for a bit of a drive. Now, I do want to let y'all know that at the time that y'all are seeing this video, it may or may not already be approved on your console, so please do check the mod browser on your respective console platform, and make sure you sort by both latest added and latest updated to make sure you get the most up-to-date representation of the mods that are available. Whether or not that includes this one depends on when the developers approve it. So, without any further ado, let's fire it up and get it into the garage. It sounds amazing, by the way. Listen to this. It's not the loudest thing in the world, but the startup sound is super satisfying. So let's go ahead and jump on into the garage. And what I love about this thing, or one of the things, like little details-wise, is that it's like a true long bed. You don't get a ton of true long bed trucks in SnowRunner, and I love it. Now, let's see. We're gonna add a compound turbo setup to it for sure. Now, let's see, 5-speed manual or 5-speed manual off-road. We might as well go ahead and add the off-road to it. Now, let's see. We got the 3-inch lift as an option. We've got heavy-duty airbags as an option. Heavy-duty upgrade and heavy-duty lifted works suspension. This is the one that I think a lot of people are going to use more than the others, but again, you can set this thing up however you please. I mean, it's actually, as you can see, it's got so many different suspension heights that it's kind of infinitely customizable. Now, let's see. Our tire list, we start off with a set of 34-inch Interco IROC radials. Then we've got, oh, not bad, 34-inch BFG KM2 MTs, Continental MPT 81s. Those are super singles, and you can basically have a kind of a repeating list up to 40s. Now, on the 40s, I think that the best looking set of 40s are the BFGs. I think they look great, and they fill out the fenders in the rear perfectly. So let's see. Stock winch, we will do extra long, powerful winch. Yes, that sounds right. Front and rear air lockers, always down for that. Roll bar and spare, which looks amazing, by the way. Let's see. Yo, roof rack frame and LED bar, bedside toolboxes. Oh, that's so cool. Those are the ones that actually slot in between the fender, kind of like the, not the fender wells, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Kind of the inner fender inside the bed. The wheel arch, whatever that little piece is called that I can't recall literally right now as I'm trying to. All right, rear bumper wise, we've got a stock one and a custom one. I'll go ahead and throw the custom one on there just for the sake of customization. And then let's see, we've also got some custom side steps we can throw on there, custom front bumper, which that one looks great actually. We've got a bull bar for the stock bumper itself, and this one, which I really like the way that this one is put together. It's got your auxiliary lights, it's got your winch, it's got your tow points, and it gives you a good bit more tire clearance up there at the front end. So let's see, we got a mesh grill, a chrome grill. I dig the mesh grill, actually. I mean, I like them both, but yo, you could do stacks, you could do a stock. Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna have to do the stacks. They look sick. Now let's see, we can either have fuel Mavericks or fuel Tritons. Now, that is kind of up to you. It's all a style decision. It's literally 100% down to the style that you prefer. I'll go ahead and switch over to the Tritons because I think they look really good with the tire combo that we have. And then you come down to the color selection and it's essentially like sky's the limit. I mean, you also have a design here that you can do. It's kind of like a tribal flame style design. Again, entirely up to you whether or not you want to run it. But if you do want to run it, the option is there for you. So we're going to do this kind of like a satin red. I think that looks really, really good, actually. We'll throw beams on the dash, and then, let's see, I think we'll do autumn leaf. Might as well, right? Might as well for the air freshener, and now we can get this thing outside and take it for a drive. God, this thing looks so good. Look at that. Oh my god, and the stacks suit it so well. They really do. The stacks suited amazingly well. I'm just happy that we have a Duramax dually from this generation making its way back into the console modding scene. We haven't really seen many, like, Chevy Silverados of this generation in general making their way into the console modding scene in a while. But the fact that this one is jumping right back into it is freaking amazing. It's huge, honestly. Now, taking it for a little bit of a run down this side road, I would say that right off the bat, you're dealing with a truck that is, it's not necessarily going to be insanely fast, but I would call it kind of vanilla game plus. It's not, you know, let's say, for example, like a Lime's truck or one of Diesel's trucks, for example, that will absolutely, like, that has enough power and grip and torque to reverse the Earth's rotation, which, nothing wrong with that, by the way. That's not me saying that Diesel's trucks or Lime's trucks are bad in any way. I love Lime's trucks and Diesel's trucks, and whenever I want to get something done insanely fast, and I have no, like, you know, no time to, like, to wait for the map to, like, try to, you know, ruin my truck's day, I grab one of Lime's trucks or Diesel's trucks and I go to town. But if you're looking for something in between that, I would say this thing definitely fits that approach for sure. Now, I've decided to go off the main road and go down this kind of like washed out side trail to see what it does, and it's not bad. It's really not bad. Let's put those lockers on. Why did there we go. Why does it feel like hold on. Oh, that's weird. Even with the lockers on, I was having some issues with the front axle not fully locking. That's a bit weird. Here, let me actually go this way, because it seems like that way kind of dead ends, and I don't really want to deal with that. Now, let me get this thing into another scenario where we'll need to use the lockers, because it almost felt like, for a second there, it felt like it had an issue with, even though the front axle was technically locked. Like, look at that. Okay, weird. I've got the lockers on, but it's like the front axle doesn't want to fully lock. It's like it's, you know, 60% locked, but not locked all the way. I don't know why that would be. That's a little odd. Not saying it's bad or anything, and maybe that's, you know, maybe that's an aspect of the truck that Force is tuned into it. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's something for keeping the truck within a certain degree of balance. I don't know. Oh, God, there's a water fording test, and it, uh-oh. See, look. The all-wheel drive is on, and the lockers are on, but that passenger front tire is not spinning. Why is that? Okay, I don't think that's something Force is tuned into the truck. Like, that's... See, look, I've got the lockers on, and the driver's side front tire is spinning. The passenger side front tire is not. See, lockers off, lockers on. And that passenger front tire is still not spinning. So, that might be a little bit of something to do with like a development thing with the truck. Maybe that'll be fixed at some point. You would imagine, though, that once you engage the lockers, that both tires would spin. I mean, that's technically what lockers are supposed to do for you. That's why you have a locker, unless, you know, I don't think the truck is trying to simulate the idea of having a broken locker. And if it's trying to simulate the idea of having a broken locker, I mean, like, wouldn't you think that, like, there would be, you know, more damage that would lead up to the idea of you having a broken locker in the first place? I guess it just doesn't feel to me like much changes when you turn the lockers on. Now, the rear axle seems to lock just fine, but the front axle seems to have issues locking altogether, whether or not the lockers are on. It's like, oh no, I'm not completely locked in the front. Let me turn my lockers on. Turns lockers on, still not locked in the front. Maybe we have, I mean, we do have ARB air lockers. Maybe we have a leak in an airline somewhere. That is a more common issue with ARB air lockers than a lot of people think, because, yeah, you get a little bit of an air leak somewhere, and congratulations, your lockers don't work anymore. I will say, though, as far as something that you can take on a scouting run, or take on some, like, you know, like, just mid-range to, I don't know if I would say heavy hauling, but like light to mid-range hauling that you could get done somewhat quickly, this is definitely something that will apply to that kind of gameplay. Absolutely will apply to that kind of gameplay super easily, and you can keep it well within sort of the, if you're worried about unbalancing your campaign but you want to use this truck, you can easily keep it, depending on what options you use, you can easily keep it within game balance. But if you're like me and you're not really bothered by whether or not it stays within game balance, you can build it as well. And it's fun in both ways. It really, truly is. Let's give these lockers a bit more of a test now, because I'm genuinely curious. Because all of a sudden now they seem to be working. I don't know if that's the truck just calling me, you know, like calling me out or calling me an idiot. It might be. But, oh no, see? It gave up right there. Like that one front tire, the passenger side front tire stopped spinning. And again, that's with lockers on, so I don't know why it's doing it. I wonder if I can get... Oh boy. Yes, I wonder if I can get up on top of these rocks. Okay, look. See, I got the lockers on. Driver side front tire spinning. Passenger side front tire not spinning. What about in the rear? So the rear is true locked, but the front is not truly locked. Weird. Strange. Okay. That is so strange. So I wasn't losing my mind. That locker actually doesn't work. Whoa. That is so weird. That locker actually truly doesn't work. I wasn't losing my mind, and I'm not going nuts. Well, it's good to know that I'm not completely losing my mind. I mean, I've lost some of it. I've been losing it pretty consistently over the years, but it's fine. This is not where I was, this is not where I was supposed to go. I decided to go somewhere that I probably shouldn't have gone, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. It's very pretty up here. It's very nice. It's very like, oh, you know, middle of nowhere, and I should camp up here. But here's the thing. When I have to come back down, don't talk to me when I have to come back down, because, like, going up here, that's the easy part. Going back down, you could forget it. I don't know about y'all, but, like, whenever I, like, would climb up rocks or trees or something as a kid, going up was the easy part. I hated coming back down. Like, I had no fear at all going up the tree or going up the rock face or whatever. But when it came to come back down, oh, I would lose my mind. I was like, I would freak out. I'd be like, I don't want to move. But, like, I loved climbing up things. Just couldn't climb back down them. Where am I trying to winch to? Oh, my God. Can we not? Can we not winch behind us? Okay. You know, if we had a working front locker, we could actually go somewhere. Okay. This non-functional front locker is gonna be a, this is gonna be a big ordeal for me, like, driving this thing through, like, anywhere. I'm sure that it will be updated at some point and the front locker will work, but, like, if you plan on taking this thing rock crawling, just know ahead of time that you might be winching a little bit more than you originally expected, due to the fact that the front locker could be, well, let's just say, a bit temperamental at times. A bit more temperamental than you might expect. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time.